In the cockpit I sit tight, virtual flight diaries, we take flight. With the click the world spins round, in my seat I'm high above the ground. Realistic view so clear and bright, through the screen I soar up to the night. Clouds below, I feel so alive. In this world there's nothing I can't survive. Join us on a virtual flight, where the sky is our limit tonight. Wings spread wide, we reach for the stars. In the realm of flight, we'll never be far. Dow is flashing, engines burning. In this world we're free from the earth and sphere. Throttle wide open, throttle wide open. We dive and climb in this digital ocean. Lights flicker, the world's so vast. Every turn a new adventure starts. From the ground to the highest peak in the world of flight, we're just beginning to speak. Join us on a virtual flight, where the sky is our limit tonight. Wings spread wide, we reach for the stars. In the realm of flight, we'll never be far. Through the storm, through the calm, in this world we face it all. From the runway to the final glide, in the world of flight we find our stride. Join us on a virtual flight, where the sky is our limit tonight. Wings spread wide, we'll reach for the stars. In the realm of flame, we'll never be far. Join us on a virtual flight, where the sky is our limit tonight. Wings spread wide, we'll reach for the stars. In the realm of flight, we'll never be far.
Hello, 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 and welcome to another live stream by Virtual Flight Diaries. Yep, we are here in the TDFI MD-11, and we're going to do a little cargo flight. So we're on Beyond ATC because I have a hard and fast rule that if I don't know the plane completely, I do not fly it on VATSIM. So we're still learning. And I think I got most of it down. Hey, Drunk Billy and Holden, welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. Yo, how's it going? I've been counting down to this morning. Oh, that's awesome. All right, well, thank you. I appreciate you guys for being here. So we are on the Western Europe server. I was hoping that it would be a little lighter on the amount of people. It was a little experiment, but it seems to be busier. So if you're going to fly along, I think we're going to go back to the East Coast server here in a minute. So let me do that real quick, because I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. And East Coast is a little faster. That GPU is loud. So let's get off the ramp and let's get this bad boy fired up. All right, so it's a very good airplane on its base, is my initial opinion. I think for what it offers, the price is a little steep. So this is a very expensive airplane, and I think it needs a little more. Like the CFB is a little on the light side. I think they could implement a little better EFB, textures, flight model. That all looks good. They've got a kind of old, weathered look, which is fine. Sounds are okay. We're sporting the. I think I created the thing for the Pratt & Whitneys, but I think we're in the GEs. That won't make much of a difference. But yes, so all right, we kind of learning the flows here a little bit, trying to get something up. So we're going to do power up. Love these power up sounds, especially Bitch and Betty. And external power. Autopilot. All right. Doom Guy, hey, welcome to the stream. Hey there, do you know by any chance what is the highest cost index for the MD-11? I tried everything higher than 250, but for some reason the speed set at 250 knots automatically. So the highest I've gotten in my test flights with SimBrief is 200 for the cost index. I'm not entirely sure because I'm still learning the plane, so I'm not entirely sure what the maximum cost index is. But I did notice that no matter what you set, it automatically puts 250 in. So I don't know if that's a limitation with how they designed it, but all right. So let's see. Okay, got nav on. Nav lights are on. Let's auto you. Get the navs aligning. Cargo fire does its test. Fire test.
Engine 1, fire. Engine 2, fire. Engine 3, fire. Engine 1, fire.
All right, so that's all good. So we'll come down here to this panel. We got external power connected. We need to do the hydraulic pressure test. Down here, and you'll see that it's going to start running through its hydraulic pressure bit test. IRUs are aligning, and seatbelts are on. Actually, we should have them off because we're not fueled yet. Wait, nope, we got more. Got more. All right, so you got to hold this button down. So we come down to another bit test. We got to hold this down for 6 rotations.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
What that does is it initiates the air systems test. All right, so overhead panel is started. So let's go down, we test our oxygen. It's good, come up here, we want airport and traffic. We're setting you up when we get our clearances. Looks good. And we'll come down here. We got set that to takeoff. It's all good. All right, so our cockpit preparation flow is done. Let's get the FMC fired. All right, FMC 1. And we'll do it quick. Of course, we'll initialize the IRS. And that gives us a lat and longitude that we could cross-reference. We can actually go and so FMC latitude, we're going to update you. Active flight plan. So then now we're updated. And we'll do a quick send over to whoop. There we go. So I tried to get the Moby flight to work with the Boeing FMC, but I can't figure that out to save my life, so I just gave up. So we're going to do it the old school way. All right, so our alternate is Cincinnati, and we are UPS 556. And we're going up to 320. That's set. We have a headwind component of 76. And our cost index for this flight, let me get my OFP up, is 53. Is what was dispatched. All right, so that page is set up. So these are, I think, setups for step climbs. So this would be our initial cruise level and then so on and so forth. Like I said, I'm still learning, so I don't know all its components, but we're going to try to work through this as best we can. All right, so next page, the weights page. We can go to, so we can find out here. So our taxi fuel is 2,000 pounds. That's crazy. 1 ton of fuel for taxi. Let's load up the plane. Yeah. So GSX. So GSX is kind of working, but lately GSX has been doing GSX things. That's great. So we got our figures here. So we're just going to cross-reference them. So 57.1 pounds, 57,000.1 pounds of fuel. That's correct. So we'll just load that in. Our takeoff gross weight is 498.9. So we're actually going to put the actual one in, 498.9. And that put us our zero fuel weight. Yep, 443.7. 0.8, that's within 1/10. That's good. So we've got a landing weight of 476 is our estimated landing weight. Okay, so we'll get our takeoff CG in and our zero fuel weight CG. All right, so that page is set up. This one's not required. This is fuel initialization and dump memo. So if we had to come back, we're overweight for our return. So if we had to dump fuel to get us down to our minimum landing weight, it would take 14 minutes, so on and so forth. And that's set up. So flight plan. Let's do ATC. Get the ATIS.
02, 2.911, altimeter 2954, landing runway 27 right, departing runways 26, 27 left. Temporary flight restrictions are in effect for Philadelphia. Advise on initial contact, you have information Yankee. Philadelphia Airport information Yankee.
Out of a clearance, UPS 556 Heavy with information Yankee. I'd like to pick up our IFR to Louisville.
UPS 556 Heavy, Philadelphia clearance, information Yankee correct. Cleared to Louisville Standiford Phi. Radar vectors Modena, then as filed. Maintain for 1,000 feet. Expect flight level 320, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 119.75. Squawk 5 for 25.
All right, cleared to Louisville. Vectors Medina, then is filed. Climb 4,000, 320, 10 minutes after. Departure on 119.75. Squawk 5425. UPS 556 Heavy.
Negative, maintain for 1,000 feet.
I did say that. You guys heard me say that. Roger, maintain 4,000 feet. UPS 556 Heavy.
UPS 556 Heavy, read back correct. Contact ground 121.9er when ready for pushback or engine start.
That in. I will contact ground at 121.9er when ready for push and start. UPS 556 Heavy. So, yes, beyond ATC, it's been a while since we've been using this.
Spirit Wings 1837, hold position for company
So
traffic.
it'll probably be the last time. So when we do, so I have both the freighter and passenger versions of the plane, and the only thing I didn't get was the extended edition because when learning the plane, I'd rather not have failures set just yet. So that'll be a future thing. But yeah, we're definitely going to take a passenger version of this. I don't know where we'll go yet. Maybe South America.
5693, Gate Foxtrot 30, taxi via November Juliet.
That's for another stream. Anyway, all right. So that's all set. We could do our weather test because it appears our IRSs are aligned. So hit test. Even though things aren't going to fail, I am practicing when they do, just to So test complete, and we'll do TCAS. Finish up the panel up here. Emergency lights on. We got panel juice. And emergency lights go to armed. We are now currently fueled, so that comes on. And we'll do quantity test. Tapes and 8s. Good. That looks good. Drunk Billy, first time flying the MD. Good luck. So technically, I did do my check ride flight because I kind of been treating this like a ground school to learn it. So I have done one flight. The landing was not good. I think I have the takeoff down. But yeah. All right, so let's fire up the APU.
Frontier Flight 2169, Gate Echo 13 taxi via November Juliet.
Oh, Drunk, you got it? Nice. You see, you got some pretty good APU sounds. So, hopefully, you got some things sorted out with it, because there's definitely control binding. It's very sensitive on control bindings. So if you have any control bindings that are kind of active in the autopilot range, like toggles and stuff like that, that tend to be constantly on and off, you won't be able to fire up the autopilot. I had to do a lot of cleanup to get the autopilot to work. Also, there's a bug with Navigraph. That's the, excuse me. You have to do a little layout. Use the layout Jensen recompiler to get the SIDS and stars to work with the updated air rack. I followed what Captain Canada did. So there's in your MD-11 files, just real quick, I don't have that set up to show you guys. Actually, or do I? So let's see here. So you want to go where your MD-11 is. Now this is supposed to be fixed, so you go in your MD-11 file, and there's already on board, there's the layout generator. So you just take the layout. You have to be out of the sim to do it. You just take the layout and drop it into layout generator, and the Navigraph SIDS or the updated air rack works then. So that's it. All right, so that's how you do that. Then other than the key binding issues, that was it. Everything else seems to work. All right. So we want to and we're going to be coming in on the little one, the YOCKY transition to 1315 left. And that's going to be the Bourbon. All right, and then our flight plan should be complete. Flight plan discontinuity, that continuity, that's supposed to be there for this type of departure out of Philly. And we'll just scroll down here. And everything is in. So another thing you want to make sure that I've found out is that you want to make sure all your restrictions are in properly for the VNAV to work. And the VNAV works pretty decent. It's actually Boeing-esque on how it's deployed. All right, so takeoff and approach. That's it. Philly, we're taking off 27 left. And we'll get the weather in. Takeoff weights. Do flex and calculate. All right, 16162, V2's 175. All right, so we're going to flex to 59. Flaps, dial of flap is 10. What did I say? 50, 62, 75. $50, 162. $75. All right, 50, 62, 75. So slope information we get here. So 27 left has a 0.1% slope. So we'll put that in there as 0.1. And then we're going to put in our headwind component. It'll be headwind or tailwind. We're at 17 knot headwind. So we just put 17 in here. Go. Outside air temperature is +2. You have to put the Celsius marker in there. And we're going to do acceleration altitude of 1536.
American 1164 taxi for departure.
All right, that looks good. We got 5.7 on the stabilizer, and we'll come over here and we'll set our dial flap.
Sierra 1, hold short, runway 27 right. Runway 27 left, taxi via November, Kilo, Sierra 1.
It's a very precise,
Runway 27 right.
it was a McDonnell Douglas thing. I think the MD-80s had it as well, where it was very precise takeoff flap settings. Okay, so that's not all set up.
Brickyard 719 at gate Charlie 28, request pushback and engine start.
Get the APU bleeds on.
Brickyard 719, Philadelphia ground, pushback.
Looking light, and
Face south.
first flight of the day, so we'll do A's.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face south, Brickyard 719.
That looks good. All right, guys, I think we're ready to go. Let's do our checklist.
22 taxi via November, Juliet.
All right, so cockpit preparation checklist. Evac command armed. Glare shield set and cross-checked. Going to 4,000. This is why I do checklists, so we can catch this stuff. 4,000. We're taking off 27 left. Do 250 in there. That's fine. Go back to dispatch. Actually, we're going to need to kill our services, so close all the doors up. Move the nose weights. We're all loaded up. Close the passenger door. APU is running, so we'll kill the external power. Should actually get a little quieter in here. And working brake.
2607 Gate Alpha 12 taxi via November Kilo Romeo Juliet.
Gate Alpha 12 via November Kilo Romeo Juliet American 2607.
Brake pressure.
Brickyard 719 request taxi to be active.
Parking brake is set.
719 runway 27 left taxi via November Kilo Sierra Sierra 1. Hold short runway 27 right.
All right, nav equipment checked, oxygen mask checked, IRSs are aligned, takeoff warning checked.
Sierra Sierra 1. Hold short runway 27 right. Brickyard 719.
Left. Brakes. Stabilizer. Stabilizer.
American 2506 at gate Charlie 24. Request pushback and engine start.
Brakes. Stabilizer.
American 2506 Philadelphia ground.
All right, so takeoff warnings checked, status checked, rudder and all trims are set. Radar has been tested, FMC is checked and is set and checked, and flaps takeoff selection, flaps 10 is set. That is our cockpit preparation checklist. Philadelphia ground, UPS 556 heavy, request startup. So we'll start up on the pad.
UPS 556 heavy engine start approved. Call when ready for taxi.
Engine start approved, call when ready for taxi, 556 heavy. All right, so we are good to go.
American 1164 cross runway 27 right at Alpha
So
2. Continue taxi via Sierra
the
Sierra
paperwork I have, my quick reference and QRH has our startup sequence is 321, so that's what we're going to go with. So startup, pull that.
Foxtrot 20 taxi via November Juliet Blue Streak 5199.
Use some fuel. We definitely need a good sound pack, in my opinion. All right, so that's a good start on one. We'll start 3, 2. We'll do this one from inside. oil pressure. So we're waiting for N2 to roll up to 20 or max motoring. Introduce fuel. There's 20. Fuel up. So light handling I got so far seems pretty good. Landing is, we'll see. Keep saying that because this thing's a smasher. All right, good start on 2. Let's go 1. I just think the sounds are a little flat. Do some fuel. I know I did that a little early. Is that? Yeah. So we're on the GEs, and you can tell on the GEs is that N1. If we were on the Pratts, we would have VPR. All right. So. Got cutout, and we got rollback. That's 3 good starts. So we're going to set the trim to 5.7. All right, stabilizer trim is set. I didn't do the forward start, so just run the 2 aux pump set. Parking brake is set, seatbelts are on, windows are closed and locked, doors are locked, transponder is set and on, engine A is used for start. Alright, so that's 3 good starts. So we got after start, NA anti-ice not required, APU off. Hydraulics and air in auto. Set brakes. Accelerate, come on. Some turn-offs, and we will extend blinding lights but not turn them on. Set. Window heats could come on. So there we go. That's all on. So taxis, flaps 10 set. Spoilers are armed. I'll get the flow down soon. All right, spoilers are armed. Flight controls. Read and correct. Auto brake RTO. Stabilizer trim 5.7 set, and our briefing is complete. All right, guys. I think we're ready to go. Flight plan over here. You. All right. That's all set. Billy, you all ready to go? This is flying. Closed up. Clear. All right, off. Parking brakes released. Give it some go juice. So we'll go over to the taxi stop line and call for taxi instructions. So, Philadelphia ground, UPS 556 heavy with Yankee request taxi to the runway. So, 27 left, taxi via uniform, Sierra Sierra 3, Sierra Sierra 3, Sierra Sierra, hold short, 27 left. UPS 556 heavy. Alright, so those taxi trips. It's a lot of Sierras. I'm just going to have my first officer read that back. So it has us going out that side. We went out this way. Let me get ATC back on.
American 793, Philadelphia ground, hold position for traffic. I'll call you back. Hold position, American 793.
Philadelphia ground, UPS 556 heavy, waiting to cross runway 27 left.
UPS 556 heavy, cross runway 27 left at uniform. Continue taxi via uniform, hold short runway 27 left.
They're at Yankee, but okay. All right, landing lights have come on.
UPS 556 heavy, cross runway 27 left at uniform. Continue taxi via uniform, hold short runway 27 left.
Cross 27 left at uniform. Hold, continue on uniform, hold short 27 left. UPS 556 heavy.
UPS 556 heavy, cross runway 27 left at uniform. Continue taxi via Yankee Sierra, Sierra 3, Sierra Sierra 3, Sierra Sierra.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we overshot that. He's a big one. All right. Apparently it's not understanding me, my readbacks.
Continue taxi via Yankee Sierra, Sierra 3, Sierra Sierra 3, Sierra Sierra, UPS 556 heavy.
AI being AI.
Charlie 27 taxi via November, Juliet Kilo 3, Charlie.
Gate Charlie 27 via November, Juliet Kilo 3, Charlie American 1146.
Blue Streak 5073, Ram Fox Foxtrot 21, request pushback.
Blue Streak 5073, Philadelphia ground, pushback approved, face south.
Pushback approved, face south, Blue Streak 5073.
It's pretty cool. So I'm actually glad. So our tail number is November 258. And I'm actually pretty glad that the designer did not do
Pushback and engine start approved, face east. Pushback and engine start approved.
didn't do 259. That was the tragic incident over in Louisville. That's why it's all the SS and everything like that. So it's kind of coming in. Other side. So it's having a hard time reading my scenery, I think. Because the taxi path it's got us going on, I don't think. We could do that one.
Blue Streak 5073, taxi for departure.
Blue Streak 5073, runway 27 left taxi via Juliet Sierra Sierra 1. Hold short, runway 27 right.
Runway 27 left via Juliet Sierra Sierra 1. Hold short, runway 27 right, Blue Streak 5073.
Piedmont 5796, gate Foxtrot 24, request pushback and engine start.
Piedmont 5796, Philadelphia ground, pushback approved, face northeast.
Pushback approved, face northeast, Piedmont 5796.
Patches, hey. I installed the FedEx and UPS liveries at the same time, the same way, and I can't see the UPS livery at all. Really?
573, gate Alpha 12 taxi via November, Kilo,
So
Romeo,
it's
Juliet.
got us coming here.
Over to gate Alpha 12 taxi via November, Kilo Romeo Juliet, American 573.
American 793, ready to taxi to the active.
Let's see if we could follow their instructions.
793,
So,
27 left taxi via Juliet, November, Kilo, Sierra Sierra 1.
Huh.
Hold short, runway 27 right. Runway 27 left via Juliet, November,
so
Kilo,
the
Sierra
only thing I could think of,
American 793.
the only thing I could think of with that is that we crossed the runway here. The only thing I could think of with that is that it's not a 2024 scenery.
Piedmont 5796, request taxi.
Piedmont
So,
5796, runway 27 left taxi via Juliet. Echo
yeah, that's if it's not a compatible scenery or a compatible livery with the sim, it might be the problem. I don't know really what would cause that.
Sierra 1, hold short, runway 27
This is not
Piedmont
a
5796.
taxiway for this plane, I don't
Piedmont
think.
5761, gate Foxtrot 7 taxi via November, Juliet.
Gate Foxtrot 7 taxi via November, Juliet, Piedmont 5761.
Yeah, no problem, Patches. I try to help as best I can. Yeah, it's the only thing I could think of is that it's not a compatible livery.
American 793, hold position for traffic. Hold position, American 793.
Yeah, this would not be. I don't think this would be a taxi path beyond ATC. They would have just brought us up to Sierra 3.
Contact Philadelphia Tower 135.1.
But we have to follow it, or Beyond ATC won't switch us to tower, really. Or Philadelphia Tower 126.1. That's not right.
Negative tower on 135.1.
Yeah, over to Tower 135.1. UPS 556 Heavy. These taxiways are too narrow. All right. For takeoff data is set. EAD is checked. Cabin is ready. Announcements and external lighting is set. So, all right, that's on. That's on. High intensity is on. All right, radar transponder set as required. We got 5425 in the box and set to above on and indicated. Put the weather radar on. All right, so, and hydraulics and air are in auto. Before takeoff checklist complete. The Brocketeer, are you sure you are qualified to fly this plane? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. All right. So, all right. Philadelphia Tower, UPS 556 Heavy, hold short 27 left, ready for departure.
UPS 556 Heavy, Philadelphia Tower, wind 280 at 18, gust 27, fly heading 270, runway 27 left, cleared for takeoff.
27 left, clear for takeoff. UPS 556 Heavy. This wants us on 270. It's got us going out full length. We're not going to need it. That's 12,000 feet of runway.
Blue Streak 5073, ready for departure. Runway 27 left.
Blue Streak 5073, hold short of 27 left.
Roger, hold short of 27 left for traffic. Blue Streak 5073.
All right, brakes on. So the pre-flow, so we're going to hit auto flight once. That will arm the takeoff. So your tower controller sounds like you like you had COPD. He smokes Camel non-filters, 3 packs a day. It's a stressful job. All right, so, and we'll just bring it up until it captures. Takeoff thrust is set, and off we go.
Blue Streak
80 knots.
runway 27 left, line up and wait.
Line up and wait. Runway 27 left. Blue Streak 5073.
V1.
American 793, hold position for traffic. I'll call you back.
And rotate.
American 793.
American 793, Piedmont 5796, hold position for traffic. I'll call you back.
Hold position, Piedmont 5796.
Piedmont 5796, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Piedmont 5796.
Flaps.
American 793, ready for departure, runway 27 left.
Blue Streak 5073, Philadelphia Tower, wind 280 at 18, gust 27, fly heading 280, runway 27 left, cleared for takeoff.
All right, so now go down to acceleration.
27 left. Clear for takeoff. Blue Streak 5073.
American 793, runway 27 left, line up and wait.
left and wait. Runway 27 left, American
You
793.
can hit auto flight again. That engages the autopilot.
56 Heavy, contact Philadelphia departure.
That's working.
UPS 556 Heavy, contact Philadelphia departure.
Contact Philadelphia departure, UPS 556 Heavy. Philadelphia departure, UPS 556 Heavy, 4,000 feet.
UPS 556 Heavy, Philadelphia departure, radar contact. Climb and maintain 16,000, altimeter 2954.
I maintain 16,000, UPS 556 Heavy.
UPS 556 Heavy, turn right, heading 335.
Turn right, heading 335, 556 Heavy.
UPS 556 Heavy, cleared direct Modena. Resume own navigation.
Direct Modena, resume on navigation, 556 Heavy. Alright, so direct Modena, gauge, nav. There we go.
Blue Streak 5073, Philadelphia departure, radar contact. Climb and maintain
Slots
15,000
up.
feet. Altimeter 2954.
Climb and maintain 1.
And we're off. See?
Altimeter 2954. Blue Streak 5073.
We are
Blue Streak 5073.
good on the takeoff. Boy, that took me forever to learn that.
Roger, will that direct max then resume own navigation? Blue Streak 5073.
So I had autopilot problems.
Philadelphia departure, American 793, 1,700.
But we are good now.
American 793, Philadelphia departure, radar contact. Climb and maintain 17,000 feet. Altimeter 2954.
Climb and maintain.
Climate good.
Altimeter 2954, American 793.
Let me get off this page.
American 793, cleared direct Stowen. Resume own navigation.
Roger, heading direct Stolen, then resume own navigation, American 793, thanks.
I love flybys.
Philadelphia departure, Piedmont 5796.
So how much for the MD-11?
Piedmont 5796,
Uh,
Philadelphia departure, radar contact. Climb, maintain 15,000 feet. Altimeter
It is,
Climb, maintain 15,000.
it's expensive. So it's like,
2954. Piedmont 5796.
what is it like? It's like $70 for the base model.
Piedmont 5796, cleared direct ditch.
And then and then it's another $10 for the, what do you want? So the base, you either pick the base freighter model or base passenger model. And then it's another $10 if you want the other end of it. So you're looking at $80 for, $80 for the plane with both models. And then to get the extended edition, which is all the failures and maintenance profiles and stuff like that, that's an additional $5. You're looking at like $85, maybe $90 with tax. In my opinion, it is way too expensive for what you get.
UPS 556 Heavy, TDFI-135.45.
Contact New York Center 135.45, UPS 556 Heavy.
New York Center, November 877, November Golf. Good day, 2,500.
New York Center, UPS 556 Heavy, climbing 16,000.
November 877, November Golf. New York Center. Good day, radar contact. Continue climb to 7,000 feet. Altimeter 29er for 7. Continue climb to 7,000 feet. Altimeter 29er for 7. November 877, November Golf. UPS 556 Heavy, New York Center. Climb, maintain flight level 320.
I maintain flight level 320, UPS 556 Heavy. All right, off we go. All right, we're cleared to our cruise altitude. I'm going to have the first officer take over.
UPS 556 Heavy, New York Center. Climb, maintain flight level 320. Climb, maintain flight level 320, UPS 556 Heavy.
All right, so yeah, it's so Limp Rocketeer says, yeah, I don't see me buying that in the near future, but thanks. I'll just have to live with vicariously through you. That's what we do. Yeah, I don't recommend it unless you absolutely love the MD-11 and are okay with that price mark, because it needs some work yet. I mean, flight model's good, you know, VNAV works, textures are good, are improved from my understanding, because I didn't own this in 2020. I didn't buy it. But, so this is my first time owning it. And I kind of wanted to wait till it was, you know, mostly feature complete. But then, you know, EFB could use a little tinkering. I mean, it's kind of very simplified. It does have failures, but that's a separate pack. I just think it's a little too pricey for what they offer. You get the A300 first? Yeah, I would. A300 is awesome. If this didn't drop this week, I was thinking of actually doing an A300 flight. It's been a while. All right, well, this is a do a little tunage. Get that going. Turn down you a little bit. So, plus, in my opinion, it needs a sound pack. All right, so let's do the after takeoff checklist. After takeoff, gear up, lights out. Flaps and slats are in. Spoilers disarmed. Auto brake is off. Flaps are up. EAD is checked. And hydraulics, air, and fuel are all in manual. can actually set standard. All right, altimeter set and cross-check. Seatbelt signs are off. Exterior lights are set. After takeoff, checklist complete.
Contact New York Center 132.5, Blue Streak 5073.
So, unfortunately, the reason I didn't schedule anything was because I have to work this weekend. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And my job is
UPS 556
up in the all right. So my job's kind of unpredictable, so I didn't schedule anything. If anything pops up, like I have some time available, I might do a Saturday night stream. But we'll see how work goes. So yeah, no, the schedule is right. So that's all good. We're all set. We're climbing up. So that's it. So once you get the flows down, so it seems intimidating, but once you get the flows down, I mean, when I first sat in this plane, I was like, what the hell? So then I started watching some classic jet sim pilots. He's got a bunch of MD-11 videos, so I watched them with a notebook. Started copying down what he did, and then I kind of started a little ground school for myself, and here we are. So in real life right now, these planes are grounded. In my line of work, we used to have a slow time of year. I guess you don't get that in your line of work, huh? No. People just don't stop committing crimes.
Contact New York Center 132.2, Blue Streak 5073. Have a good day.
It does go up and down, so you see more people doing stupid stuff in the summertime as opposed to the winter.
American 878, contact New York Center 135.45. Center on 135.45, American 878.
Hear my sim sound down a little bit. So yeah, I'm not sure how the GEs are supposed to sound, but even with the Pratts, because I flew both just to check the sounds out, they have just this whistle, high-pitched whistle sound. I know that there should be like a little bit of a buzz. It's just not there. But that might be a little nitpicking. But I do feel that sounds really do make the sim.
UPS 556 Heavy, New York Center. Endeavor 5005, contact Washington Center 134.15. Have a good one.
Center on 134.15.
So landings in this thing comes in so fast. We're going to be doing about 150, 160 coming in a landing. It's so heavy. We're going to be landing at almost 500,000 pounds. It's just an insane amount of weight. So we got to keep our speed up. So I guarantee we're going to be about 155. And one of the things I've seen with all the videos I have, so flaps 50 is not a thing. Well, I mean, it is a thing. So if you had a short runway, you're coming in really, really short, you would do flaps 50. But all normal landings, from my understanding in the MD-11, are done at flaps 35. So I think people are having problems too, because I did flaps 50 landing. So this is going to be our first flaps 35 landing. So my first landing, I went full flap and smashed it. I did it 800 feet per minute landing. It's terrible. So this one, we're going to try as from the stuff I've seen, we're going to try a 35, flaps 35 landing. All right, so let's see. Where's Billy? Yeah, there he is. Back in the day when every plane had 3 engines on it. Yeah, you had the DC-10, the L-1011, 727. 3 engines was like a thing. It was 3 or 4. Then you had this, the 747, A340. Not crash. That's a win. It's always. You're winning if you're still in the air. That's what I'd say. You're winning if you're still in the air. But all in all, I like it so far. It's fun. I just wish it was cheaper. So that's my summarize of my opinion on this. I shouldn't wish it should be cheaper. I don't know where they got their pricing from. But everybody should be. Everyone's angry at PMDG. They have a lot more features, a lot more Easter eggs, so to speak, in their planes than this one, and it's way more expensive. So Holden says, yeah, I don't know if I want to pay that much. The 777 is cheaper than that. Yeah, so this one's about $90 to get it all, and the 777 is, depending on which one you get, is $77 somewhere around there. So it's almost $20 cheaper to go PMDG 777.
UPS 556 Heavy, contact Washington Center 13.
So like I said, unless you really, really love the MD-11 and you want a good freighter, I'd go with the 777 freighter.
Washington Center, UPS 556 Heavy, flight level.
777 freighters are really good.
UPS 556 Heavy, Washington Center.
And I think the flight sim community has a thing. The only cool thing they did was that if you owned this plane like 2020, you got this, I think it was 2 years ago they brought this out in early access. The upgrade was $5. So everyone's going, it's the true cup of coffee upgrade. So they did do a nice thing if you already owned it. $5 is nothing to upgrade a plane. But it's even harder to justify that one because the A300 is really good in my opinion. Yeah, you've got a freighter that could do long haul right there with the A300. Yeah, I mean you're not going Dallas to Dubai in the A300, but you're just doing a 15-16 hour flight anyway. I know some people do. But if you want to do those longer flights, that's where the 777 freighter would come in. But A300 easily can go across the pond across the Pacific. And it's a nice plane. It's got a nice setup. I honestly, the INI builds, when it first came out, it was a little rough. INI has a tendency to be a little rough on their initial releases, but excuse me, all the updates, it's a nice plane. And still in operation. UPS runs them. UPS and FedEx, I think, run them. But I have a feeling that, so these guys are grounded right now. I have a feeling that they're going to stay grounded. I just have this feeling. I don't think they're coming back. That was a really bad crash. Have the whole engine come off the pylon. I think what happened was on takeoff roll past V1 and at rotation, this engine 1 came off its pylon, went up over the wing, disintegrated, debris went into engine 2, causing it to compressor stall, and they were just leaving the ground on one engine, which is just an impossibility. And then we all know what happened after that. And that was registration 259. Very close. I'm glad he didn't do that. I don't know if I'd want to fly that one. All right. Well, if you're just joining us, we're taking the new released 2024 version of the TDFI MD-11. We're doing a little short cargo run from Philadelphia over to Louisville, and yes, that's how you pronounce it. And or Louisville, but yeah. So, other than it being expensive, it's pretty nice. So if you haven't already, smash that like button down. It really helps out the channel. If you're watching and you really want to get involved in the content and everything like that, you can hit that subscribe button. Really appreciate all you guys who support.
UPS 556 Heavy, contact Washington Center 120.65.
Because I do this channel for you guys.
UPS 556 Heavy, have a good day. Washington
And it's fun for me.
UPS 556 Heavy.
That's mostly you guys. So all it says, it's very sad. It was the final verdict that maintenance made a mistake. I didn't know. I think it was just. I don't think maintenance made a mistake, but I didn't catch what the final verdict was. The last report I saw was the actual mechanics of how it all failed. It lost the pin sheared, engine left. So I don't know if it was the same as that flight, because they were comparing it to what was it, flight 190 or something like that in the 70s. That was a maintenance mistake. They were cutting corners and not using the proper tools to attach the engines. So I don't know. Yeah, the preliminary report has been released. try this article.
Contact Washington Center 133.2. Contact Washington Center 133.2. Invoice 662.
So, NTSB preliminary report of the accident, November 20th, revealed the left pylon aft mount broke bulkhead. And forward assembly lugs that housed the spherical bearings assembly had fractured and separated. The spherical bearings outer race, it contained a ball bearing that allowed movement. You know, when you see the engine shake, which moved independently of the other parts, it fractured around its circumference. Nope, it was not a maintenance issue. They showed that it was a. They found evidence of fatigue on the surface and the ball bearing originating specific reports said the assembly designed failure mode appeared to be consistent with the 2011 service letter that informed operators that 4 previous bearings failed different airplanes. So it was just because of its movement over and over again, and it was missed on its. So I think the maintenance inspections are something like 10 years. So their recommendation is a 5-year rotation.
Southwest 2246.
But I don't think it was a maintenance issue. I think it just the fatigue was such that. It was just missed. I mean, planes are old. I think November 259 was 1993.
Center on 133.2 UPS 556 Heavy. Washington Center. UPS.
So Sonny Williams has said, "Hey, how are you? I am doing good. How are you? How are things with you?"
Washington Center, Roger. Invoice 662. Contact Washington Center 133.65. Have a good day.
Center on 133.65. Invoice 662.
But I don't know. I just have a feeling that they're just not going to. They're not going to bring it back out. That's pretty cool. They got some ripples in the textures. Nice.
UPS 556 Heavy.
Pretty good detail.
Center 133.65. Have a good day.
Wings look good.
Contact Washington Center
I
133.
mean, the model's improved from what I saw from earlier versions of this plane.
Washington Center. UPS 556 Heavy. Flight level 320.
UPS 556 Heavy, Washington Center.
So Holden says, that's why I'm really upset with MD-11 and Boeing. It's over the recent years with their quality control. All the layoffs and the overworked employees, and these are the results you get. Yeah. That's 100% true. You run your staff thin, and things will happen. And the problem is, in that line of work, things will happen means people die, which is sad.
Washington Center, Southwest 2246. Good day, flight level 230.
Southwest 2246, Washington Center.
Speaking of the A300, I can't wait for the Just Flight to drop their B4, A300 B4. That's going to be cool. That looks so good. Just Flight needs to drop their F100, F70 series. Need to do a whole kind of an all-day regional hop. Love that plane. This he just looked so good. All right, we got 42 minutes in the flight. Couple minutes, we'll start reviewing our approach.
Envoy 662, contact Washington Center 128.6. Center on 128.6.
But I do like this enough that now that I have it, I'll keep flying it, of course. I might actually even go back to the UPS virtual airline that I belong to and start doing some hops with them again. But I really want to do a long haul on this thing, or maybe some crazy approaches. That's why I think we should go to South America.
Washington Center, Pat 341, good day, 16,000 feet. Pat 341, Washington Center, copy.
As far as the textures go, I can't find anything wrong with it, so the textures are good. Do a super long haul, like maybe a Hawaii flight. I don't know. So UPS often went from Louisville to Honolulu. It's 8.5 hours.
UPS 556 Heavy, contact Washington Center 128.6.
Contact Washington Center, 128.6, UPS 556 Heavy, see you. Washington Center, UPS 556 Heavy, flight level 320.
UPS 556 Heavy, Washington Center, copy. Endeavor 5005, contact Indianapolis Center 125.55, take care.
So, how's everybody doing?
Center 125.55, Endeavor 5005, have a good one. Blue Streak 5512, contact Indianapolis Center 127.4.
Center on 127.4, Blue Street 5512.
Doing good, just working. Only have 2 hours left. Almost done. Almost done. Yeah, I have to go back to work tomorrow. 12-hour day.
Southwest 4501, contact Indianapolis Center 127.4.
Center on 127.4.
Possibly 16, depending on what happens. But I have officially 5 years to go. 5 years to go.
Washington Center, Southwest
2031 is my retirement year.
Flight level 230. Southwest 2246, Washington Center.
If anybody knows how to get the Moby Flight profiles to work with this stuff, or like the FMC, I could use help with that one. So that's awesome. I've got a long time before I get to my retirement. Yeah, well, it comes here sooner than you think. Holden, it comes here sooner than you think. Lip says, so if you were to stream Saturday night, what were you thinking about? I have no idea. I was thinking either we do this one again, maybe another flight, because we're trying to learn this one, or maybe get back into the Boeing. I'm already missing the 737.
Washington Center, radar contact. Brickyard filling 804. Contact.
It would be a short one because I'd have to work Sunday. So I don't know. What would you guys like to see? But if I stream Saturday, they would take the. We could also take the A2A back up. And actually do another challenge flight.
Contact Indianapolis Center 127.4. Contact Indianapolis Center 127.4. Invoice 662. See you.
With all your new Boeing equipment, all that nice shiny. You got the EFIS too. That's pretty cool. My FMC should be coming soon. I did not get the EFIS. But we're still waiting on Bullet Airlines livery to come out. Whiskey Throttle's working on that, and he said he was going to get one together the weekend, but I guess he got behind. So when that drops, I actually want to stream that. I want to do a test flight in that livery. So might be bouncing back to Airbus. If you're looking for a short flight, the Sao Paulo flight might be a good one. You're absolutely right, because that's like, what, an hour, 20 minutes? Not even. So what software are we going to use for Bullet Airlines? So we're using FS Hub. FS Hub, so it's landing rate monitor is the ACARS. It was one of the suggestions that Limp came up with, I think. Because we were dead. We were dead in the water with Bullet Airlines. But yeah, I have it all set up. I have all the routes in. I'm just waiting on the initial liveries to be done, and then to and then I'm going to create the landing page for the website, and I think we'll be good to go.
Center on 127.4, UPS 556 Heavy.
But FS Hub offered like the easiest
Flight level 320.
way to put it all together.
UPS 556 Heavy, Indianapolis Center.
So I tried other ones. I tried VA systems, and all of them, even the ones that are plug and play, you needed some web hosting code knowledge that I just didn't have. That'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, I can't wait, actually. And the liveries look really good. I got some preliminary pictures. And Whiskey Throttle, he can certainly cook, so as the kids like to say. So, Live Rocketeer. So as soon as the liveries come out, I'm going to do a bunch of flights. Yes. And I'm also looking on a path to get some 737s in the fleet as well. So I want to. Bullet Airlines is going to be a dual fleet. We're going to do Airbus and 730 and Boeing. I think the Bullet Airlines livery would look sweet on the 737.
Endeavor 5005, contact Indianapolis Center 1.
Eventually we're going to do a cargo division, and I'm actually going to see. These are future plans. I don't know when they're going to be implemented. But yeah, we're going to do a cargo division and a corporate bizjet division.
Southwest 2246, Indianapolis Center, roger.
Because we have a lot of nice business jets either out or coming out this year, so gotta get them in there. So nice. So what is the call sign? So is it Bullet or Bullet Air? It's actually Tracer. Yeah, KO is BLT, and a call sign is Tracer. That's even better. Yeah, I've used it I tested it out on VATSIM and everything like that, and all the controls are like, "Oh man, that's a cool call sign." So.
Indianapolis Center, Blue Streak 5069, flight level 280.
Blue Streak 5069, Indianapolis Center, radar contact.
All right, so let's plan our arrival. Coming up on our top of descent shortly. So let's go to charts. So we need our arrival charts. It is a nice feature. You can just click right over and it'll put the arrival setup in there. So we're coming in on the little one arrival with the YOCKY transition. A little bouncy there. All right. So we got our path here. What's our? So we're landing 335 left.
Contact Indianapolis Center 126.575, Blue Streak 50.
So we got to be at 6,000 at Bourbon. That's gonna be an interesting arrival. So we're gonna come in. Kind of do it like a little S. All right, so our minimum descent is 6,000 at Bourbon. So from Letty, Trek 282,
Southwest 4501, take care.
Friday at 9, between 11 and 9. And then 279 cross Dubs between 7 and 9. And then Trek 255 to cross Kylaw at 7,000. So it's going to be, there's two ats we got to be mindful of. We got to be at Kylaw and then at Bourbon.
Contact Indianapolis Center 126.575, invoice 662.
And we'll look at our approach. Do the ILS 35 left. Category 1. All right, so let's review. We've got localizer 109.35, final approach course 350. We got our final approach altitude at 2,400. Cat 1 with a radial altimeter of 154. And the airport is at an elevation of 501. Missed approach. If we have to go miss, we're going to climb to 10,000, climbing left turn, or climb to 1,000, then climbing left turn to 4,000 and heading 240 outbound to the IIU VOR to Damon intersection and hold.
Brickyard 4804.
Missed approach altitude of 4,000.
126.575. Have a good day.
If you move your cursor over here, it gets all weird. All right. So we're going to be 4,000 to Ollie, or between 4 and 3 to intercept. And we have a radial altimeter of 154. So let's get that set. Precision height of 154. So 160. That's good. And we'll get our, so 109.35 and course heading at 350. So we go to the RadNav page. Right here, this is how you put this in. 109.35. And then slash course 350. And you put it in the ILS course setting. And now that is armed. You can also set it for localizer only if, so what you would hit that for is if the glide slope was out. You could take away the glide slope element so you don't get confused. Because sometimes the glide slope is out, but still transmitting. But it's all wrong, so you'd want to hit the localizer only if you were just doing the localizer approach. But that's set. So, top of the set. So just like Boeing, we're going to set our crossing. So 6,000. Profile. That arms the VNav, so we're going to be profiling down to 6,000, and with all the altitudes set correctly, it'll come down on a VNav path automatically, just like Boeing. So that's done.
UPS 556
Heavy. Checklist there.
Contact Indianapolis Center 126.575. See you.
That's done at 18,000.
Center on 126.575, UPS 556 Heavy. Indianapolis Center, UPS 556 Heavy, flight level 320.
Yeah, so if you're with Bullet Airlines, until we'd have to get enough members to apply for VATSIM so that our ICAO shows up as Bullet Airlines instead of what it is in real life. So BLT is a European, like Baltic Air or something like that. So just in the remarks, you would put call sign tracer / OPR Bullet Airlines Virtual, and that way it tells VATSIM that you're tracer. You want to do the call sign first because like I was running Bullet Airlines for our Lear 35 stream, and I put operator Bullet Airlines first, and when the controller got busy coming into LaGuardia, he kept calling me Bullet Air because he was just reading that first line. So you want to get the call signers you're going to use first, and then their note for what the operator is. So you do that on the network. I goofed, and that's why I just went with it, because it was not the time and place to say, hey, no, that's not our call sign. Once we get up and running, and there'll be an SOP, and all this stuff will be explained. There'll be a downloadable PDF file for Bullet Airlines.
Endeavor 5005. Contact Indianapolis Center 126.375.
So, top of descent is it's about 100.
126.375.
About
Endeavor 5005.
80 nautical miles to YOCKY. Our TOD is after YOCKY. So, we've got a little bit of time left. Not much. It's not going to take long to cross that.
Brickyard 4804.
467.
Contact Indianapolis Center 124.225.
Center on 124.225. Brickyard 4804.
Indianapolis Center, Blue Streak 5069, flight level 280. Blue Streak 5069, Indianapolis Center, good day.
We all look good. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. So you want to make sure your dial flap is set. Yeah, I thought we should be able to go to 9, right? Good at 10. Because what's going to happen is we're going to put the slats out, and then we're going to go into the dial flap range. So you want it at a good, at a proper, proper setting. I'm not sure exactly what the protocol is, but I know what else we wanted to do. We want to pick our landing speeds. Yeah, so BREF 161. Yeah, we're gonna be smoking in there. But unless it's a really short runway, you want to not do this one. You don't want to put those barn doors out there like that. All right, so everything else there. So yeah, so even Bullet Airlines. So we got just to circle back, as the corporate world says. We got everything. We even got a slogan. I thought it was pretty clever. It's if you need to be on time, we're on target, kind of thing. All right, we can go back out for a little bit. We're all set up. We got Billy still with us. Not going to forget, we're going to watch Billy land this time, because yesterday's stream kind of dropped the ball. We didn't get to see his landing. So when I smash it in, Billy, I'm going to watch you smash it. That's another thing too. Apparently the failure model, the extended model, if you land hard, you can blow tires, you can damage the landing gear, and people report it doing hard landings, blowing a tire and actually just flying, just steering right off the runway. Need to bring your A game now. Always try for the A game, because I think I'm gonna definitely be in about the D or C game range.
UPS 556 Heavy, Indianapolis Center. I have a traffic management reroute for you. Advise ready to copy.
Affirm. Ready to copy. UPS 556 Heavy.
UPS 556 Heavy. Expect level 1. Runway 35 left.
We're outside the plane, but beyond ATC. This is what I don't get about beyond ATC. All the times the thing. So
Expect level 1. Runway 35 left.
because we're outside the plane, you guys didn't hear that, I don't think. Traffic management reroute. Okay. UPS 556 Heavy. Expect the little star runway 35 left. That's what we filed. How's that a reroute? And actually, traffic reroutes are en route segments. So like it would be like you need you to go to this fix for traffic reroutes. I don't think they do traffic management for the approach portion.
Indianapolis Center, Southwest 3041, flight level 360.
But it's AI.
Southwest 3041, Indianapolis Center.
We're going to run the checklist and flows for shutdown, but I don't know how recording is going to handle, so I'm not going to do a shutdown. It takes a little bit to get this thing powered back up. So for replays, we're just going to leave the engines running, but we're going to do, pardon me, we're going to do the flows though.
UPS 556 Heavy, descend via level 1 arrival. Louisville Standiford Phi landing runway 35
Let's see where
left.
we're at.
Altimeter 299er.
All
So,
right. Descend via via level 1.
In a very Airbus fashion, this is our top of descent mark. It's a check mark. Unlike Boeing,
556 heavy.
which would have a TD circle, this is the top of descent. Very Boeing-esque.
On 126.375, UPS 556 heavy. See you. Indianapolis Center, UPS 556 heavy, descending via level 1, flight level 320.
UPS 556 heavy, Indianapolis Center. Southwest 4501.
There's a lot of elements to this plane that, like this FMC reminds me of the A300 in its profile.
Southwest 4501.
You know, this thing. So I'm wondering if the software at the time was all they had was what Airbus was using. So if you wanted to, if you were on ATC and ATC wanted you to descend earlier, much like an Airbus, you would just pull this and it would go to flight level change. So then you could go down. You could also set up a vertical speed. So you would just roll in your vertical speed and pull it. You don't want to push. Pushing it is altitude hold, but you want to pull it for any type of level change. And then profile is VNAV. So it's going to start flashing a vertical approach warning. And then it should start down. But we're going to monitor that because I don't trust it. Vertical alert, and we'll start down. So this is your vertical path indicator. I was already asking us for some speed break.
1.175, Brickyard 4804.
Contact Indianapolis Center 121.325.
Contact Indianapolis Center 121.325, Blue Streak 5512, take care.
So this is very Boeing that the what do they call that? The snowball is over on the MFD. But it handles the vertical, the VNAV pretty decent from what I've seen so far flying it. So you can see we've set our bottom to 6,000, but it's going to follow the profile. So it's currently going to 14,000, and when it goes past each crossing, it'll then continue down.
Indianapolis Center, roger. UPS 556 heavy. Contact Indianapolis Center 121.325.
Contact Indianapolis Center 121.325, UPS 556 heavy. See you.
Got a bunch of MD-11s coming in. On multiplayer?
UPS 556 Heavy, descending via level 1, flight level 2 for 7.
UPS 556 Heavy, Indianapolis Center, copy. Envoy 662, contact Indianapolis Center 121.175. Have a good day. Center on 121.175, Envoy 662. Blue Streak 5512, contact Indianapolis Center 121.175. Center on 121.175, Blue Streak 5512. Have a good day.
All right, so we're on path. We're looking good. We can kill the music. We're in our descent. Got to keep our head in the game. Is there a way?
Indianapolis
I
Center,
don't need the
Southwest 2246, flight level 230.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Southwest 2246, Indianapolis Center. Endeavor 5005, contact Memphis Center 132.1.
Center on 132.1, Endeavor 5005.
Nice,
Have a good
clear
day.
view. So I say the view out of this cockpit is insane. With the YouTube airline camera.
UPS 556 Heavy, contact Indianapolis Center 121.175. Take care.
Contact Indianapolis Center 121.175, UPS 556 Heavy. Have a good one. Indianapolis Center, UPS 556 Heavy, descending via level 1, flight level 188.
UPS 556 Heavy, Indianapolis Center.
Excuse me. Didn't update nav data, improvising the star. 10-4. When you update the nav data, you're going to have to do that that layout Jensen thing, because I don't think Navigraph fixed it yet. The stars won't appear. The stars and SIDS won't appear for some reason. It's a bug. But apparently it's a bug with Navigraph and this plane. But there's a layout generator already provided in the folder for the plane. So it's just really easy.
Center on 132.1, invoice 662.
Blue Streak 5512, contact Louisville approach 132.075. Take care.
Contact Louisville approach, Blue Streak 5512.
Yeah, no problem, Billy. Yeah, it was until it was, I was wondering what the heck, I updated the AIRAC and there was no SIDS and stars, and no one was openly saying what you had to do. And I actually saw it on Captain Canada's stream of this plane, so. All right, so let's see. Set the altimeter. All right, landed data is checked and set. Altimeters are 29 or 908. Cross-checked. Windshield anti-ice is on. Seatbelt signs can't come on now. Exterior lighting is all set, and status page is checked. And that's the descent checklist. So it should come right
UPS
into
556 Heavy, contact Louisville approach 132.075.
Contact
So
Louisville
come
approach.
right into
UPS 556
our
Heavy.
approach, so we can actually take
Louisville
it lower.
departure, UPS 556 Heavy. Good afternoon. 13,000 feet with information. Oscar.
UPS 556 Heavy Louisville approach. Altimeter 29 or 908. Expect the ILS runway tree 5 left via Bourbon.
Altimeter 29908, expect the ILS runway 35 left via Bourbon, UPS 556 Heavy.
Delta 1126, cleared direct Bourbon, cross Bourbon at or above 6,000 feet. Cleared ILS runway tree 5 left.
Cleared direct Bourbon, cross Bourbon at or above 6,000 feet. Cleared ILS runway 35 left, Delta 1126.
So you always gotta, to activate it, so you could set it, to activate it, you always gotta pull it. It's good. Be a little fast, but that's fine. We're a heavy. We can actually ask permission to go a little faster. It looks like it's going to bring us in, so. All right, passing 10,000. Let's get some lights on. Yeah, we'll decrease down to 20.
Departure, UPS 217 Heavy, 1,600 feet.
Blue Streak 5512, cleared direct MECO, cross MECO.
Still on profile.
6,000 feet. Cleared ILS
Looking
runway
good. Looking good. We don't need you.
Cross MECO at or above 6,000 feet. Cleared ILS runway 35 right. Blue Streak
160.
5512.
UPS 217 Heavy, Louisville departure, good afternoon. Radar contact, climb maintain flight level 190.
Climb, maintain flight level 190, UPS 217 Heavy.
All right, should be on the ground in about 6 minutes. 6 minutes, guys. And everybody tuning in to watch me make my second landing in this plane ever.
1,300 with information, Oscar.
United 500 Louisville approach. Altimeter 29908, expect the ILS runway tree 5 left via Bourbon.
Altimeter 29908, expect the ILS runway tree 5 left via Bourbon. United 500.
Via Bourbon. Oh, it says go to be a butter. Yeah. We all hope for that, right? Got nothing but a crosswind.
You know what, Delta 1126, contact Louisville Tower 124.2.
Over to Tower 124.2, Delta 1126, see you.
All right, approach checklist. Briefing is complete. Barrow is 160 set, and nav aids are all checked and set. Altimeter is 29907, cross check. Approach checklist complete.
UPS 556 heavy, cleared direct Bourbon, cross Bourbon at or above 6,000, cleared ILS runway tree 5 left.
Cleared direct Bourbon, cross Bourbon, at or above 6,000. Cleared ILS runway 35 left, UPS 556 heavy.
All right. All right, localizer is alive.
UPS 556 heavy, contact Louisville Tower 124.2.
Over to Tower 124.2, UPS 556 heavy, take care. Louisville Tower, UPS 556 heavy,
put us-
ILS runway 35
Our
left.
VNAV path put us right on.
UPS 556 heavy, Louisville Tower.
VNAV definitely works.
Wilco, UPS 556 heavy.
View, localizer set, landing armed. Ice detected. We'll get
Louisville Tower, Blue Streak 5512.
engines on.
West runway 35 right.
Blue Streak 5512, Louisville Tower, wind 265 at 6, runway 35 right, cleared to land.
Runway 35 right, cleared to land. Blue Streak 5512.
All right. Slats are out. Cluster Justice Pilot, hey VVD and chat, flying my favorite 3-holer. I see. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Your videos, I've been saying your videos have been invaluable in creating my own little ground school for this plane. I was sitting there watching all your MD-11 videos again with a notebook. All right, so let's come it in. Let's No, it was really a big help. I was able to finally get this thing off the ground.
Stabilize their motion.
All right, so we got flaps 10.
Delta 1126.
Can actually go to flaps 28.
Exit next available taxiway, Delta 1126.
Glide slope coming in, gear down. engines, flaps 35. Landing checklist, cabin advised, geared down, 3 greens, spoilers armed, auto brake, medium set, altimeters set and cross-checked, flaps 35, landing, EAD checked, and FCP is set.
Runway 35 left, cleared to land. UPS 556 heavy.
And flight recorder is running. All right. So SOP is to leave the auto throttles on for normal landing.
Blue Streak 5512, exit next available taxiway.
Exit next available taxiway, Blue Streak 5512.
Thing is looking good. Missed approach altitude is set. A little late, so unfortunately, if Beyond ATC gives us a go around, we're gonna ignore it. All right, dual land. We could actually auto land here, I guess. We're not going to though. It's in range. Let's bring it down to approach. 1,000 cleared to land, stable. Missed approach altitude set. All right, we got a crosswind from the left. Looks to be about 7 knots. Moment of truth, guys.
United 500, ILS runway, 35 left. United 500, Louisville Tower, continue.
Plane.
Roger, United 500.
300.
Flight slope.
Approaching minimum.
Flight slope.
200.
Flight slope.
200.
Flight slope. Flight slope.
Glide slope check.
Flight slope. Flight slope.
50,
Flight slope.
40,
Flight
30,
slope.
20, 10.
All right, keep it center line. Reversers activated. Got to throw the third reverser. Wow. Okay, not terrible for my second landing ever. Reversers out. We'll take this high speed. Or no, this is just a.
Next available taxiway.
I don't think that's a high speed.
Exit next available taxiway, UPS 556 heavy.
Not terrible, not great. I think we're looking at 260 feet per minute.
5 at 6, runway 35 left, cleared to land. Runway 35 left, cleared to land. United 500.
Parking brake is set. Let's
UPS 556 heavy contact.
let's see where Billy's at,
1.7.
and then we'll clean up.
Ground 12, 1.7, UPS 556 heavy. See you.
So Classic Jet Sim Pilot, or let's see, Billy said he's on final. Okay, we're on our way. And Classic Jet Sim Pilot says, hey, if you can walk away from it, it was a good landing. If the plane is reusable, it was a great landing. I like it. I got to really bump up the speeds on this. Got some time. Looks like he's 26 miles away. I agree. That is absolutely the mantra. And I think we were we left the plane usable, so
UPS 2838 Heavy, request taxi to be active.
So we're coming over here, 35 right.
UPS 2838 Heavy, runway 35 right, taxi via UPS 2 Foxtrot Delta.
Are you on 35 right or 35 left? It's hard to tell.
UPS 2 Foxtrot Delta, UPS 2838 Heavy.
I think 35 left. But yes, landings in this thing are definitely something that needs to be practiced. Especially crosswind landings in particular. We'll check out Billy's landing and then we'll go over some of the
00 gate Alpha 14 Alpha, taxi via Bravo 5 Bravo, hold short runway 11.
Gate Alpha 1 for Alpha via Bravo 5.
go over our landing rate and we'll show some replays.
500.
I don't know. So Cargo Echo 3. I guess the UPS is all over the place here. It usually is an alpha terminal or alpha gates for UPS.
UPS 2838 Heavy, contact Louisville Tower 124.2.
Over to Tower 124.2, UPS 2838 Heavy.
10-mile final. Billy, just letting you know we're all counting on you.
UPS 2114 Heavy request pushback and engine start.
UPS 2114 Heavy Louisville ground, pushback approved. Face east.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face east. UPS 2114 Heavy.
Uh-oh. Title, please. No delay, no delay. Short final. Nice. Very nice. All right, let's clean it up. All right, APU could come on. Landing lights. All right, after landing checklist, spoilers retracted, flaps and slats are retracted, radar is off. Auto brake is off. And stab trim 3 on the annunciator. All right, so exterior lights are set, APU is on after landing checklist completes. And let's go to our assigned cargo.
UPS 556 heavy request taxi to assigned cargo ramp.
UPS 556 Heavy, cargo Echo 3, taxi via Bravo 6, Bravo. Hold short, runway 11.
Bravo 6, Bravo.
Cargo Echo 3 via Bravo 6, Bravo. Hold short runway 11, UPS 556 heavy.
UPS 2114 Heavy, taxi for departure.
UPS 2114 Heavy, runway 35 right, taxi via UPS 1, ups 2, Foxtrot Delta.
Runway 35 right, taxi via UPS 1, ups 2, Foxtrot Delta, UPS 2114 Heavy.
First flight went better than expected. Yeah, looked like it was a lot better than my first flight.
UPS 556 heavy, waiting to cross 11.
UPS 556 Heavy, cross runway 11 at Bravo. Continue taxi via Foxtrot, ups 1, ups 2, Delta, ups 4.
Cross runway 11 at Bravo. Continue taxi via Foxtrot, ups 1, ups 2, Delta, ups 4, UPS 556 heavy.
Up beyond ATC. Got us taxiing all over the place.
United 500, cross runway 11 at Bravo. Continue taxi via Bravo. Hold short runway 11.
Cross runway 11 at Bravo. Continue taxi via Bravo. Hold short runway 11, United 500.
We want to be on that one. Yeah, so I think Beyond ATC has some issues with
UPS 2114 Heavy, contact Louisville Tower 124.2.
with the airport layout.
UPS 2114 Heavy.
Yeah, we're not going to do it. It's got us going all the way to the other side of the airport. And auto FPS is, I got to adjust that. Should not be going that low. Looks like FSX. All right, we're going to come up over here, park it, and look at our landings. Is there a way to cross? There's no way to cross until all the way at the top of 29. Boy. Yeah, I definitely have to fix my auto FPS. It's dumping my my level of detail down to the bottom. Feels like we're going slow, but I'm almost doing 20 knots. Could not made that turn at 20 knots. There's an open spot down here. It'll undercut that.
November 650 Papa Tango, ramp me 13. Request pushback and engine start.
All right.
November 650 Papa Tango, Louisville ground, pushback
Parking
and
brake
engine
set.
start approved. Face north.
So then we would add bleed air and
650 Papa Tango.
let's see here, parking checklist. So parking brake is set, fuel switches would all be off. We'd be shutting the engines down. The transponder would be put to standby. Exterior lights would all be off. Seatbelt signs off. IRS is off. Emergency power would be off. APU air is required. Windshield anti-ice would shut off. Status checked. And parking brake shocks are in. We'd shut the parking brake off. Hydraulics, air, and fuel and anti-ice all in manual, so no need to continue. So, welcome to Louisville. This is a hub airport for UPS. Major cargo hub. Could have came forward just a little more. But let's see, what is Volanta saying about our landing? So Volanta's saying 329 and 1.1. Landing toast gave me a 268.
November 650 Papa Tango,
So
ready for departure.
somewhere in between. So about between 268 and 300, I'm gonna say. It's probably our landing, but definitely going to need some practice with that. But we'll kill ATC. And we'll look at the replay and see what the replay says. Flaps out. Looks like I went too far. Did I go to flaps 50? 35. You check out the landing. All right, replay up. That's it. Run it forward. Yeah, 268 at 1.1 according to Landing Toast. I'm going to take the Landing Toast version. All right, anyway. Let's see that again because my camera kind of bounced into the ground. We had the left wing hit first. That was consistent with the crosswind. Fairly center line. Not bad. We can only get better with practice, right, guys? Alrighty. Well, that's going to be it for the stream. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming along for this flight. This plane was a lot of fun. We did talk about its issues, which are few. The major one, I think, is the price for what you get, but they are a company and can set whatever they want. And look, I bought it. So anyway, I'm going to wind that back. Appreciate everybody who joined in chat. Thank you. We had Drunk Billy, Classic Jet Sim Pilot, Holden, Limp Rocketeer, and Patches. We also had... So we had one more guy. Yeah, the Doom Guy. Thank you for joining chat, and I really appreciate you. If you haven't already, hit that like button on the way out and subscribe to the channel, and we'll have more to come. Possibly an unscheduled live stream Saturday night, and it's all going to depend on work, but I'm going to go from there. So yeah, on to the next one, guys. Stay safe, stay healthy. This is Virtual Flight Diaries. My name is John. See ya.